Nikita pounds his shoe on a table. Alaric observes. Fred argues that everything changed in 1959. Alan wears spotted cotton. Roberta imagines a performance. Stevens has an easy, boyish giggle. Rob left. Annie was the women's overall title. Nadim is afraid of the Taliban's return. Jose asserts that Robert staged his famous photo. Percy arrives carrying a feather. Ariel wears brown wool. Cash believes the police will follow his orders on tasers. My eyes are getting worse every time I read this. Bruce calls all the creative writing teachers hacks. Mitch died of AIDS. Kyozen hears the edgeless sound of the deep angle. Herc practiced a primitive form of sampling. BP warned us to enter and exit the poems in as many exits and entrances as possible. Susan announces the move. Torben chants photocopies. Tracy teaches children aged 8 to 12. Trina drinks the boiled water from her vegetables, claiming it is actually better than tap water. Ujjal and the federal government could order recommendations be enacted with the smoke of a pen. Jean-Luc believes that sometimes the class struggle is the struggle of one image against another and one sound against another. Mitra smells fragrant wind by the monastery gate. Jane feels the same kind of empathy for people as she does for chimps. Abdullah faces life in prison. Rock gave up looking for a job, calling the search a why bother scenario. Larry turns to the wall and puts his head against it. Peter abandons poetry. Arima started her metaphysical journey 21 years ago. Jack plays guitar. Sarah is another victim of politicized inactivity. Michael gets more attention in the media. Brad was taught batter. Sarah employs the modernist grid in her painting in order to describe the abstraction of economic flux. Jean swims in bed, ever more dream sentences lost at a child's crying. Angela expressed regret, but issued she would not accept premature judgments. Jacques reproached Jacques for the paradoxical gesture of reducing lack through its affirmation of itself. Sang applauded Rahul's village visits. Larry hears crickets, then thunder. Gabrielle watches the wake glittering in the surge. Charles offers no proper names from great cities on the other side of civilization. Lauren believes that the mysterious principle of organization leaves all other mysteries concerned with life, scale, and insignificant by comparison. Norman waits all day long in moments, one after the other. Christopher would not dream of questioning. Robert believes. Whiston shall do nothing but look at the sky. Bird provides his test group with normal cardiac treatment along with thoughts of healing energy for prayer, while the control group receives only traditional health care. Lucy parties with friends and gets new clothes while going easy on the planet. This is a book called The Persons, which, as you can hear, is a lot of material related to various different people doing all kinds of various different things. I'm finding it difficult to read it in this light, so I hope I'll do better with this book. Now, this book, I'll just say a word about first. It's called Rapid Eye Movement, and it consists of 2 bands of text you can see running across the bottom throughout the whole thing. It's entirely made of found material. The top bound is sentences drawn from people's dreams. Dreams from the internet, from dream dictionaries, dreams I asked friends to send me on email or to tell me about, dreams I read in various different sources, different books, etc., etc. And also 1 or 2 jottings from my own notebooks about my own dreams, but I won't say which ones those are. The bottom sentence, the bottom band is all sentences collected which have the word dream in them, or dreamy, or dreamer, or dreaming. So there's 2 very different discourses of dream language going on. I saw a white tower with many windows a long way off, across a flat plain. Bits of irradiated soot floated around the charred city, but I alone had survived the nuclear bombing. People keep watching what I do. I flew into the sky while dancing. Everyone was a unique organ functioning within the larger body that composed us. Branches grew into my eyes, ears, and ass. Stairs. Because of a dream. Last night, Mother, I saw a dream. The average individual spends approximately 4 years of his or her life dreaming and can experience an estimated total of 150,000 dreams. What then do we dream of? Dream City. The vagueness, the dreaming, the doubtful hanging about are permitted only on the borders of intellectual life. And on this lead off in every direction through the black sky. I can heal anyone. Groups of tiny people danced very slowly. 7 jets flew overhead in formation, and then I found myself in the cockpit. My foot sank knee-deep into the earth. Denim snowflakes formed and reformed crystalline patterns on my jeans. I danced like a tropical creeper from the jungle. The dog world, they are rare. Even while I was getting ready, mending my torn trousers, tying a new strap to my hat, and applying moxa to my legs to strengthen them, I was already dreaming of the full moon rising over the island of Matsushima. Dream Homes Real Estate. Dreaming ties all mankind together. No, in the dream, you started running for your life. Yet almost all animals seemed severe but calm. I soared on a steady wind stream flowing around a forest of very tall trees, and the trees had the sweetest, luscious fruit, colored in a medulin gold, large, red, small, green. I'm proud of my nakedness, and I'm always running toward my boyfriend. There was a huge spider with web, being spun by a giant spider. A guard led me through a long experience dreaming, or REM sleep. The eyes moved as if they were inspecting a visual scene, an assumption that later research was to confirm by establishing a correlation between eye movements and events in the dream. For them, the dream was the imaginary. It was empty, null, and arbitrarily stuck together once the eyes had closed from the residues of the only full end. Corridor on an alien planet. At the party, I wore this stylish outfit that made me feel emotionally and physically uncomfortable. As I gazed out calmly across the blue water, I could see the setting sun sink like a blazing ball of red fire, creating a golden path across the waters, leading me to my feet. I chased her up and down some steep spiral steps. I suddenly felt myself falling into space. Positive reality, the reality of the day. The Library of Dream is the largest library there never was. A mere catalog of dream types or a description of sleeping states is distinct from and insufficient for understanding the kinds of knowledge associated with dreams. I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair. The dream songs. The bell pierces my dreams and I tell without ever coming to a halt. And within it there were figures resembling 4 living beings. I ran down the alley carrying a massive sack. I pulled off my uniform to find another one underneath. I saw someone standing behind me in the mirror, but when I turned around there was no one there. Black birds flew over the river so densely that the water turned black. I reluctantly and stretch out an arm. Bob Dylan's 115th Dream. This problem of the ego's blind spot is also why both Freud and Jung felt that to analyze one's dreams optimally, one needs another person. Daydream Nation. It is on the whole probable that we continually dream, but consciousness makes while waking such a noise that we do not hear it. Ideology then. I'll stop there. Thank you very much.